Hello everyone. Today I'm gonna show as a beginner everything about setting up a 10-gallon aquarium easily. So here's all the packages that I have ordered from PetSmart. You can see there's a substrate for the plant, or you can say soil. There's some rocks as well, or you can say gravel. Here are the all-in-one AquaCare value pack that we'll talk about that later. And here's the tank. So this is the tank, and it's all in one starter kit, and everything is written over there. What's included? For example, 10-gallon aquarium, which is the glass one. There's a hood with fitting door, the plastic top, which also has a LED light as well. There's a thermometer, um, water heater, water test vial, which normally I do not use, and most importantly, the water filter as well. It also tells you everything by numbers, which one is which, and what's included and what's not. And it also gives you a brief description of everything. So here, everything's there. For example, this one is very important. It's for the water filter. We'll talk about it later. And here's the substrate that I have talked about, some aquarium gravel as well. And this is the one most important for starting the aquarium setup. So this is everything here. My cat approved, and here wasn't one. Here's two more, and there you go, two more. So let's open it up. As you can see, I had some difficulties taking them out because they were stuck really strong with the glues and everything. I had help. Asked my wife to hold the camera. So here's the packet. It took a little fight to take off the paper, as I believe this paper had some discount code as well for the API water treatment solutions. So yeah, you can see I'm trying to kind of like fighting to get this off. The glue was easy to take off if you're patient enough, although it took me forever to take them off, but it went off easily. This is the water heater, I would say 50 watt, and it is pretty safe for the aquarium and the fishes and also for fries. It's ideal for 15 gallon, but my gallon is this is the water filter, and it's good for 10 gallon. And it takes the smaller size filter cartridge. So here's the initial setup for my aquarium. I decided this place, it's one of the corner, and it does have some power outlets, so easier for all the things to run. It looks pretty nice and bright and everything. There's a extra this open set I kept so that I can control the water heater temperature. As you can see, it's set up to 24 degrees Celsius now, or close to 78 Fahrenheit. And this is the subtract that we talked about. So there's all the description and the instructions written on the bag. And this is the gravel. I did wash them quickly because I didn't want the dust to be floating on my aquarium. Here's some. I left some empty spaces since I'm planning to get some water plants as well, so they need the soil, not the rocks. Here I kept less because the more water flow will be there, the temperature controller will be there, so that's why. And here it looks about 2 inches of the water substrate. And now this is how, as a beginner, I started pouring water, because if you directly pour water into the gravel, the water pressure is going to move away the substrate and also the gravel. So it's really bad for the aquarium. Then you have to set them up again. The rocks or the gravels will go under the gravel. So at first you will see a lot of air bubbles on the glass inside, but don't worry, it will go away because you have to keep the water, the pump on all the time, at least for 1 or 2 days before adding fishes. and the aquarium will set itself. So as you can see, it's after just 2 hours. It's pretty better, like it's better than before now. There's still some air bubbles, but it will go away, as I said. So here are the water care package that I wanted to talk about. So this is the Nutrofin Aqua Plus. That's the main and most important things. It's basically tap conditioner. Everything is written the other side of the bottle as well, the instructions and what it does, what's not. You need to have these, and this is a must to set up an aquarium because it will um, set up the water if you're using tap water or any regular water because the fishes need their own suitable water. The next one is the Nutrafin Cycle. There's like plenty of brands though. There's API as well, which is pretty good. This one I got them in as a package. It's like budget friendly as well. So this main purpose of this one is it sets up a biological cycle. It will introduce live beneficial bacteria, which is really essential for your aquarium, and it immediately establishes safe biological aquarium environment. The last but not least one is the Nutrafin waste control. This is also another biological aquarium cleaner. The instructions are pretty good and written the other side of the bottle. Unlike the other, um, you can use them multiple times.
আসলে দেশটিকে ন্যাটোর কক্ষপথে টেনে নেওয়ার অন্যতম মূল কারণ
So
তাই
here it
সীমান্ত বা
looks, and
সীমান্তসীমায় বিশেষ করে
before
যুদ্ধের
adding
সময়
any
ভারতীয়
fishes,
নৌবাহিনী ও
look
তার বৈধ
how
লক্ষ্য এবং
bad
ধ্বংসাত্মক
the
প্রযুক্তি
what do you call the filter, the cottage got. It's all of them are algae or unknown, I would say, chemicals and stuff. After adding the tap water conditioner, those all I got into the cottage. You can wash it. Here you can see I also added some Java moss. That's beginner's best plant, I would say. And I also added three red wug. I'll talk about red wugs uh, in if I get some time. There's three more, so there's six in total. And just after one day, I can see there's some fries. I think one of the fishes that I got, it was pregnant or something. So after counting, I realized there's about 12 live fries. As you know that the red wugs are live breeders. They don't put eggs or something. They kind of like get the babies. They kind of like hatch as a live fries. So two of the fishes were pretty pregnant, I would say. One, I think they will get more babies soon. I also added some shrimps, Rili Shrimps. They're pretty good for the bottom feeder because, as you can see, there's dust and everything too. So here's the final products. You can see some of the fries here. Those I mentioned, I could not count them, but I believe there's at least 10 of the fries here. You can also see there's one of the other pregnant uh, red wag platy. I believe it will give birth, although I did not take an account that they will be pregnant. For pregnant, you need a whole set of new setup for a mother fish and also her babies. There's all of the other fishes. I would also like to introduce that after setting it up, I also introduced some Rili Shrimp. I can only see one at this moment, but I have five of them. They're really good for as a bottom feeder because they clean your bottoms of the aquarium, the all the sludges, um, the leftover food and everything. And they're one of the most vile, I would say, aquarium animal that keeps your aquarium clean and nice. So this is the final product for now until I add more fish, or I probably won't add more fish, but I will add lots of plants. So thank you for watching. Have a good day.